Okay, what's happening, everyone? Sorry about that little 15-minute thing of me toggling some on my computer or whatever, because I was just doing something. I had to fix something too. And with that being said, back to Final Fantasy 15, episode Prompto. Last time we played this, Prompto was having a bit of a little tense moment, depending on his history, where he was born and where he was or who is he, and he just needs to find answers to find out where he does belong and whatever's happening in his past or whatever. So with that being said, let's continue where we left off at. So where I left off at, we did chapter 1, we did chapter 3, chapter 2 and all that other junk. But now we're on chapter 4, Sins of the Father, in the facility on the corridor. So, with that being said, let's continue it. hmm Cybernetic combatant born in the research of Chief Beastia, who built upon. Okay, he built some sort of thing, whatever. He cloned Pronto, or Pronto is a clone of these little kids or whatever, turning men and women to harness something. That's all I know is he created his own army just to rule the empire or something. So I guess that's what made Pronto accept to see where he's actually like from or where he was raised or whatever. Oh, excuse me. That was a whole cup of milk I drunk. Okay, let's see where we're at. I think I've been through here. Ain't no telling.
Research log year 756, day 190. At long last, my life's work is complete. Not only have I found a way to preserve the ego, I've also managed to sustain that consciousness through the sublimation process and transfer it into my Magitech troopers. The prototype has proven slightly less powerful than the diamond weapon, but this presents no real problem. After all, one's consciousness can be transmuted again and again and again. All that remains is to fully surrender myself to my research and become my own final test subject. I will conclude my mortal life by offering a word of thanks. Chancellor Arden Izunia, your assistance has proved invaluable. You have my eternal gratitude. It is through your aid that I have completed my work and begun my ascension to an existence beyond divinity.
Of course it was Arden. Everywhere we go, his name just keeps coming up. Everything that's happened to us. It's all his fault.
Yep. The hell is that? That thing's gonna land on me.
It's over!
I don't even know what that thing is. I don't know what that thing is. I do not know what that thing is. And do eat my bullets.
It's over. Ha!
He is gonna land right on top of me.
Take this.
I give him all.
Roger. I've had enough. It's over.
There we go.
Not half bad.
Not bad yourself. Let's go. Grab a gun.
Roger. I've had enough. It's over.
my god. Oh my god!
Not like this.
Can I get my gun, please? Thank you.
Arnea!
On it. I've had enough. It's over.
Guess what? This dude won't stop jumping on me, man. Yep, you're dead.
What's this? Made it out alive. Oh! Ah! Oh, what's going on?
Unit XDA-1002, Immortalis. Plasmodic miasma transfer complete. No psychic obstructions detected. All systems operational. Activating Immortalis.
It's outside. Huh? It's gigantic. So that's the new model. And that means he must be inside that thing.
Hop on!
Whoa!
Ready for round two?
You bet!
I guess. Push Y when an enemy is vulnerable to deliver a devastating crack shot.
Long have I waited to smite the world that denied me the glory I rightly deserve. And now all shall tremble before me, man and maker alike.
Machine gun takes. Use the machine gun to take down the XDA 1002 or Immortalis. If Prompto is overtaken, the game will be over. Okay, use that to take aim. Use the left bumper or right. Use the left bumper or left trigger to zoom in and out, and use the right bumper or right trigger to fire.
If that's really him,
That maniac's taken biological warfare to the next level.
then I want to be the one to take him down.
Down below!
It's enormous.
Rise
Whoa.
and shine, shortcake.
Incoming!
Fall to your knees before me.
I do not like this at all. I'm a level 37. That thing is a level 99. if that thing is even possible.
It ain't over. Three o'clock. Incoming. Look out. Sharp shooting, kid. Keep it up.
Thank you. Nice driving.
Hey, you're not so worthless.
You're neither.
This ends now!
How can this
I was getting back up.
I will not allow it!
Destroyed the Magnum core. I really got destroyed that core though. That thing just hit me.
This is it!
Come on, come on, come on, come on! That thing is getting so close. Okay, I got it.
You all right?
Yeah. This is what I wanted.
And say it like you mean it. You did good, kid.
Couldn't have done it without you, girl. Seriously, though. Well, I better catch up with Noct and the guys. He's got a lot on his plate. And I figure he could probably use a hand, taking back the crystal and all that. And who knows? Maybe I'll take it back before he does.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Honestly, I don't know for sure if they're going to accept me for who I really am. But I'll never know if I don't speak up. So I'm gonna tell them. After all, it's my life to live.
A boy has become a man. Anyway, Grawley is straight ahead.
Arnea!
Yeah?
Thanks! Ba 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 bum 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 ba bum.
Oh, that was actually pretty sure. Who knew I was at the ending the whole entire time? Well, there you go. Prompto, DLC story mode. I actually thought it would have been something a lot more bigger than I expected, but other than that, I actually like the story. I mean, to show one of the supporting characters as Pronto, um, being a supporting character, just realizing where he's actually from, and no, I actually like the DLC or whatever. I actually liked it. I'm gonna give my honest review about it after the cussing and the music is over. So give me a minute. So
Hey, I'm sorry. For what? For falling right into his trap? And for hurting you like that. I know, right? How could you possibly do such a horrible thing? After everything we've been through. Nah. It's okay. You're not the only one who fell for it. Once this is all over, I say we break down the borders. Come together as one nation. Huh? I mean, what does it matter where you're from, anyway? You know, I never thought I'd say this, but you sounded like a real king for a second. Better late than never. I'm gonna make this world a better place. You with me? Uh-huh. Ever at your side.
That was actually pretty good. That was actually pretty good. Bring on the achievement. Unbreakable bonds. Complete episode pronto on normal. I'm gonna screenshot that and post that on Twitter. So share your certification of completion. Yes. You unlock time trial mode. You unlock intensive training. Acquire the lying heart and learn the trigger happy bullet. You receive the Tundra attire for Prompto. Now change into your outfit and let the code know it never bothered you anyway. That was actually pretty good. Now I'm finna do like a whole like my honest review about it. Um, Prompto, one of the greatest like even though he's not actually a pretty great character in the whole Final Fantasy 15 story wise or whatever, when you're playing as Prince Noct, aside of his friends Gladios and Ignis or whatever, it's I mean, Pronto is actually a pretty great person. Even though some people don't actually like see him as a person that he is or whatever. I mean, despite from him coming from, from a person who probably doesn't have like a whole bunch of like confident, and he was made to be evil, but he's different than that. And he's just there to aid the prince on his adventures in any shape, way, or whatever he possibly could. I actually like how Pronto, did what he had to, coming along, and following his answers or whatever. And this one girl who just aided him in his adventures to find out the whole backstory on where he was from and what was his purpose. And other than that, I'm glad to see Prompto is actually a character that kind of brought something to the table. Of course, he had such a terrible childhood and all, and he felt like he didn't belong. But despite all that, he knows that he's different, and I actually kind of respect the character as him. And I mean, why not? He's actually pretty cool. He's a badass in my book, and all I can just say is like we all deserve like a whole Pronto. There's always a Pronto in our whole group or friends in our group or whatever. All I'm just gonna say, if you ever spot a Pronto in your group or whatever, hear him out, because he's just actually gonna need you, and he's actually a pretty good person, even though he's not good at like Aiden, but he can actually redeem himself. Like, why not? And that is great to see that he's fit to actually be around. He just had a tough life or whatever, and it's great that he's able to fit in with Gladios, Noctis, and Ignis as one of the best shooters in the group. He's actually pretty good. So, but I think about the episode is actually pretty good. I mean, of course, it was a bit short, I believe. I wish there was a bit more to it, to be honest, because I know there's like side quests, but I wasn't able to do the other side quests depending on my level, because I'm a level 37, and sometimes you see these levels are like level 99s or level some. I wish I could have done more with it. I'm probably missing some parts to it. Whenever I get a chance to actually do something about it, I will definitely come back to it. Just saying. And with that being said, um, yeah, I believe the story is worth it. It's worth it. So I'm gonna rate it like a 4 out of 5, cause this story is pretty much more of an emotional. It's more of an emotional, and it's great to see Pronto come to terms and just fix whatever he just has to. So yes, I enjoyed the story, to be honest, and I strongly recommend others to actually to play it as well if they haven't. And I know it's late that I got a whole lot of it, but I'm glad I actually went back and got the time to play through it when I possibly could. As I said before, I know I'm a guy with a lot to say or whatever, and it's kind of, I know I'm probably rambling on a bit, and I know because I can kind of relate. I can relate to Prompto. I can relate to his character. I mean, we I know like most of us always had like a emotional like childhood or something because we felt like we didn't belong or whatever. Whenever it comes to like you're not good at doing this and not good at doing that, and everyone just downgrades you, and you're probably like from this, and you just want to make everyone happy or whatever. But Pronto is something that he's he's actually pretty like he actually went from like being like, alone. He was alone. He was isolated. But it's great that when he got like, a little bit more older, whatever, he found answers where he belonged. And he felt like none of that matters because he's different. And now he found out where he belongs at. And I think Square or whoever, yeah, Square Enix CO, the corporation, did a excellent job with the character of Pronto because we all have a Pronto side in us, and I thank them a lot for that. So I might play the other stories of Ignis and Gladio if I have to, but we'll find out more about that. We'll find out more about that whenever I get down and do the other DLC stories, because I already beat the main story. I might come back to broadcast that. I might. I'm not entirely sure about it because I know I broadcasted once. I only did like a little bit here and here and here and here, but I totally forgot to upload it on YouTube. So whenever I get a chance to do the whole story of Final Fantasy 15, but in Noctis' story, I would totally do it. But with that being said, um, this game is actually pretty good. So that's all I'm finna say. I'm not gonna keep rambling on about it. You guys know what I'm trying to throw out there. So I might play something else. I don't know what I might play. I do not know what I might play. I might play Shadow of the Tomb Raider or Red Dead Redemption 2. So I gotta continue where I left off at. I know you guys are probably like, no, continue it, continue, no, no, play this, play that. I'm gonna do that. So thank you guys for coming in here. This is Dream Oscar Klonoa, and I'm just gonna say this: Dream travelers travel together. Remember that, and I will catch you guys later. And deuces, everybody. Until I come back to playing Final Fantasy 15.